This is Andy with QualityStocks. Today's Friday, June 18th, 2010, and we're taking a look at Tombstone Exploration Corporation, NASDAQ Bulletin Board stock, trading under the ticker TMBXF. Nice chart, great climb from 4 cents up to 16.5 cents. Holding most of the gains still at this point. We'll come back to the candles in a moment. Lower indicators are showing some bullish crossings of the histograms. See, nice little uptrend right there in the histograms. Now we've just broken over zero. PPO mimicking the MACD at this point. Nice formation of the ADX at this point because you like to see this. It's a pincher style setup, which is indicative of a possible nice move coming. You like to see the ADXs in this kind of position because there's a lot of room for the positive DI to turn and move quickly. Nice positioning there. MFI is trying to trend upward over these last couple of weeks. You see the 14 has got a little bit of a downturn coming. Not sure what went on with some selling right there, but maybe one day there was some sell-off. Yeah, a little bit right there. Then long lower wick pulled back up, showed buying, came back in. This is a great looking chart. This accumulation distribution trending at that kind of an angle upward. A lot of accumulation going on. Shaking money flow in a little bit of a downtrend, but look at that. I mean, it's holding strong above zero. Want to see that continue to hold. See it, if it turns, it'll turn again, I believe, and stay back above over 0.2. CCI in a bullish territory, right around zero. Bounced right off negative 100. Full still, you know, I always want to see the full still holding over 50, which is bullish. I like the look of this tricks too. Came down, but it looks like it's starting to turn. I want to see this turn and roll back up towards zero. Looks like it's a very smooth, slow indicator. So you want to see this black line cross this red line and make a turn. That's still a pretty nice position too for a charting consolidation. 50 seems to be a bit of an issue with the RSI. See, it's had a little bit of trouble with the longer term ones getting and holding above 50 ever since it peaked at 16.5 cents. So we want to see this try and get through 50 and hold above it. It's a big thing for the RSI to stay in a strong bullish territory like that. See, it does not want to go oversold. Obviously, it still catches a lot of buying pressure as soon as it tries to go into oversold territory. Volume 24,000. I'm not sure about the float on this, but I would gather that there's not a lot of tradable shares for volume to be that low. We'll have to take a look at that. We'll come back to this chart another day and see how it's performing. What I like is the fact that it looks like it's ironing out a rounded bottom. See that? See how it's got a rounded look to it? That's what you like to see. Now you want to see it continue to climb over the next few weeks. The lower, shorter term moving averages are all bunched up, which is what you really want to see also. Holding over this 200-day moving average, very bullish. Now we want to see it get back over the 50-day, which is at 11 cents. See it closed at 9. We want to see this push back over that 50-day moving average. Right now it's still battling the middle Bollinger Band. Bullish charts trade to the upper side of the Bollinger Band. So what we're looking for from TMBXF is to move back up a little bit more, finish out this rounded bottom, and get all the moving averages underneath it. It'll be a very strong chart at that point. As far as support and resistance, you can see it gets great support right here at 7. Even going back to March, it's not really wanted to dip below it the one time it did with this lower shadow. Caught buying pressure, pulled right back up above it. Also gets more support at 8 cents. You can see it has tried to dip below it, but it keeps pulling back up. It never wants to close below it. See that back here in February, March, and almost into April was a strong level of resistance. It broke through it, and now it's proven to be a strong area of support. So we really want to see it hold 08 at the worst, and then continue to make a move. Also happens to be where the 200-day moving average is, so I got to imagine if it dips down here, it's going to catch buying pressure immediately and try and push back above it because that's a pretty strong area of support. As far as resistance goes, several areas because of a little bit of stair step going on. See some right there at 10, which is a pretty common point, just a psychological barrier. 12 is where I see the next real good resistance. Happens to be the upper Bollinger Band, which charts typically PPS doesn't really want to get outside that Bollinger Band. See, like back here, it'll pop outside of it, and it'll take a little bit of consolidation, pull back inside. tends to be a little bit of an area of resistance. It also happens to be some PPS resistance. So I expect that if it wants to go challenge 12 cents, if it breaks through that, it'll probably take a run at that high one more time. So we'll keep an eye on Tombstone over the next several weeks and see if it can iron out this bottom, challenge that resistance level, and finally make a run at the top again. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Take a look at TMBXF.